Hello everybody and welcome to my review for chapter 1003 of One Piece. Let's get right into it, folks. We have a lot to cover and I don't have a lot of time. It is Super Bowl Sunday and I'm not watching the Super Bowl, but I hope you have a good Super Bowl Sunday. I am planning to, however, get a lot of stuff done today, as well as eat wings, it's that time, Anyways, jumping in right where we left off, Luffy is going in with that Gomu Gomu no Gatling for he's just hammering it in on Kaido. It's blow after blow after blow, and Kid, Law, Big Mom are just standing there in shock. Then Luffy goes in for one big punch, knocking Kaido straight into the ground, and Kid is in awe at the power of Gear Fourth here. But Luffy seems to be going right out of Gear Fourth. Just um it seems that he used up way too much hockey going all in on Kaido right there. And that is not a smart decision on Luffy's part, considering the thing coming next in this chapter, which I will get into, and which I do have to talk about how I think the rest of the Fire Festival will go. So, Luffy's gonna be down for a while. That's what it seems. Big Mom goes in for the attack while they are all standing around. Happy Mother's Blaze using Napoleon combined with Prometheus to add a bit of flair to the attack. Um, Finally, somebody gets their first hit on Big Mom in the entire fight. Big Mom has been playing really good support, um, and she is also a very big threat. Law hits her with a counter shock. It doesn't seem to do much to her. Um, she is probably another pretty tanky character, so but then we see Kaido coil up into like a spiral, kind of like Sandaconda in the new Pokemon game, just coiling up there, and then creates a bunch of like three twisters that are ripping across the battlefield. Killer and Kid, sorry, Killer is getting whipped around. You can see shrapnel flying everywhere, and Killer is looking for a foothold there. While in this, um, Zoro loses grasp of Luffy. He's been held him to avoid Big Mom's attack, and Kaido just noms and eats Luffy, which is rather hilarious if you ask me. Um, Zoro is clearly not happy about this as he hockeys up all three blades and goes in for a three-sword style um, Black Rope Dragon Twister, which I believe is just the hockey version of his regular Dragon Twister. Not sure though. I can't. We might have seen this attack before, but I don't have very good memory, so who knows? I'll probably look it up later. When Library of Ohara's video comes out. They're always really informative about the stuff that goes on in the chapter, so I'll be looking forward to that. So when Kaido uses his Dragon Twister, Zoro goes in for a reverse Dragon Twister, and it actually cuts him. And for the first time, Kaido recognizes Odin's blade, Enma. And then Kaido goes in for another Dragon Twister, even going as far to say, "You dare challenge me to a Dragon Twister?" But this one's a little bit different. He coils up again like Sandaconda, and but he seems to combine a twister with a wind blade attack. His wind blade demolition breath, I believe demolition breath. So like you have like this um he's basically sending out all these wind slashes in all directions by combining these two's attack, and there are a lot of them. Kid seems to just be blocking another one after another one. Law's just zipping around, teleporting around, avoiding them. Zoro is dodging, and Luffy's not looking all too great, as you'd imagine. And we cut back to the battle. We see Orochi's decapitated head. By the way, just showing somebody's decapitated head in a manga like One Piece makes me think that Orochi's not dead. Because usually, like, you do not show a lot of dead bodies, especially in shonen, especially in One Piece. And I think, okay, so one thing I want to talk about before we go into what happens next, because it is absolutely huge, and I have no idea how to feel about it yet. All right, so when Big Mom was in the battle, she was such an outlier that we didn't know how things are gonna go with her. But then Big Mom like joined the fight, and we started to get a feel for how she is, how we can deal with her role in the battle, you know, all that kind of stuff. And, I was starting to think, okay, I think I have a feeling for how things are gonna go. Um, and then Oda does this, and then he does this. CP Cypher Pole Aegis Zero. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to cut that out. Cypher Pole Aegis Zero is here in Wano. Just gonna let that marinate for a moment. Cypher Pole Aegis Zero. Alright? Lucci and Kaku and Stussy, I don't know how to pronounce her name. They are here in Wano. Yeah. I have no idea how the battle is gonna go. They are talking about, they're generally just breaking down the battle. So they basically say it's an all-out battle, there's no escape, and that they need to take out the commanders, the officers of Kaido's crew. So the Tobiropo and Kaido's commanders. So then we cut to the various parts in the fight where you see Frankie fighting Sasaki, Sanji, poor old Sanji, running for his life. We see Ulti chasing Nami, Otama, and Nami. Jinbei seems to be in the battle, and Yamato seems to. I think she's defending against some fodder people, but I'm not really sure. She just looks exhausted right in that scene, and then we get like a close up of this guy in the face. I I think that mask might be Lucci's mask. I'm not sure. He has a hat, so I think it's Lucci. I need to look back to the Reverie arc and perhaps see. But then Oda throws us for another loop as we get Kaido in his hybrid form saying, "This is fun." And it in the scans which I read. By the way, I'm thinking about reading the scans and basically starting these videos earlier so I can edit them and get them out Sundays at a proper time. But that's a discussion for the end of the video. In the scans, Kaido says things are starting to get fun, and Big Mom says I was thinking the same thing. So Kaido is finally in his hybrid form. Who knows how the battle will go from here? Which I think is now a good segue to talk about how I think the battle will go from here. I think we're gonna lose. Straight up, I think we're gonna lose. All right, I'm placing my bets on we're gonna lose this. Not We're not gonna lose like the arc, like Mr. Morge. Okay, if you see Mr. Morge, he thinks the Fire Festival as a whole, the attack on the Fire Festival is gonna fail. I do not think that's the case. I think the current battle going on between like the the Supernova and Kaido and Big Mom, I think that round of the fight is going to fail. But the Fire Festival as a whole won't fail. Why do I think this? Let's go into it. First, Luffy's battles are always at the end of an arc. And right now, we seem to be focusing a lot on their fight. So, what I think will happen is Luffy will lose this round of the battle, perhaps retreat for a while. This is a good opportunity for retreat because Luffy is down. He has to wait 10 minutes before he can get his haki back to get in the fight at all. This is a good opportunity for retreat. And Kaido also just went into his hybrid form, and without Luffy assisting in the battle, I don't think the current team up I don't think it would go all too well. And having Luffy excluded from the fight against Hybrid Kaido would prove my next point, in that having Luffy excluded from the fight with Hybrid Kaido would prove my next point. Sorry, I just repeated myself for no reason. That when you look at various arcs in One Piece, you tend to notice a trend. Enies Lobby. Nobody has ever raided Enies Lobby, but the Straw Hats did. Nobody ever put Katakuri on his back, but Luffy did. All those I can't name every example. These are just the two that I that came up off the top of my head. Was Katakuri and Enies Lobby. Kaido's whole thing is in a one-on-one fight, bet on Kaido. So Luffy has to defeat Kaido in a one-on-one fight. And this is just perfect in so many ways. Allow me to explain. So, Luffy will lose. They'll retreat. The Supernova will retreat. We'll get all the other fights around Onigashima, and then we'll get Onigashima over the Flower Capital. Now in this arc we have talked. One thing that has been mentioned a lot is pirate crews betray each other. I think that is quite important because if they lose this round of the fight, I have a good feeling that Killer might leave. Law maybe. Law not so much. But Kid and Killer may leave. They say we lost this fight, it's hopeless, we're gonna go do something else. Um I have that feeling within me that that would be a good opportunity. But then again, there is no escape from the island. They may just try to escape and encounter Big Mom. Like Law, Killer, Kid may try to escape and encounter Big Mom or something like that. And then Luffy is left to fight Kaido one-on-one. And one thing I remember is that Oda really wanted to draw Wano, like the Flower Capital area, the Edo period Japan stuff, and Onigashima has some of those elements, but I think Oda just really loves Wano and the Flower Capital. So what better place to stage the final fight of the arc than in the Flower Capital itself? I mean, just imagine, like, Kaido zipping across that big giant tree across the palace, perhaps coiling around it, Luffy's jumping from building to building, going gear forth, attacking Kaido, while you just have, like, this looming Onigashima island in the background. Something like that, maybe. And I think that would be, like, so cool. Like, not gonna lie, it's, like, the perfect setting for a fight. And in Dressrosa, one thing I noticed is the people have to come to terms with their leader. Like everybody just is like okay with their lives being the way they are. They don't ever try to fight or strive for more until they're pushed to an edge, and until they're forced to face what is actually going on in their country. Alabasta, Dressrosa, and I think it applies here as well. If you look to like the scenes of Oda shows us of the Flower Capital, everybody's like, "Oh well, we're ruled by pirates. What can you do? Today's our 1 year to celebrate and drink and be merry and do what we want." But they still never acknowledge or try to fight for their freedom until it's up in their face. Until you find Kaido and this one man who goes against what you'd expect and fights the god, fights him in a one-on-one battle, which he should not be able to win. And what else can they do but cheer for him? So these are my points for why I think this round of the fight will be lost, and Luffy will come in later in a 1v1 versus Kaido, and Kaido, and then Luffy would not have faced Kaido in his hybrid form, so you could also say that Luffy wouldn't have had like a true fight against Kaido yet if they lose this round and Luffy still hasn't recovered yet. So that's just how I think the rest of the Wano arc will go. But there is still that outlier of CP0 and kind of Big Mom, but I think Big Mom can be more easily dealt with. Perhaps Kid and Killer try to escape and Big Mom chase them, and then like they just have like a fight near the harbor or something and battle it out there. But, because I feel like Kid still has to fight and defeat a Yonko just to be on the same level as Luffy. For him to still be a true rival. And I have no idea what Law will do. I honestly have no idea. He could easily teleport back down to his ship, but it seems his crew is still there fighting, so I think he will be part of the final battle. Actually, I think it might be cool for Law to take on one of the commanders, perhaps somebody like King, who seems to be very tactical. So, that would be an interesting battle. Um, but who knows? Who knows what Oda will do? He is the master of pulling a 180 on you, as if this chapter is any example. So, what are your thoughts? Comment down below. Tell me. Inform me. If you like the video, subscribe for more content. I do a bunch of other stuff. I'm planning on expanding my repertoire. And also follow me on Twitch. We occasionally stream. I'm planning on maybe doing some drawing streams, maybe playing some Minecraft, perhaps some Slime Rancher. Who knows what the future holds? But most importantly, if you did enjoy the video, please share it with others, as we are trying to grow the channel, and I think that is the best thing you could do to support me, is share this video with your friends. If they like One Piece, send it to them. Even if they haven't read the manga, send it to them. We are going to grow the channel, and don't worry, I have quite the special video coming out. I just need to do some final brush-ups on the script, so watch out for that. I am very happy with how it's coming out. I just need to, do the thing and, finish the script and edit it, get all the images and all that wonderful stuff. So subscribe if you're interested in seeing what I happen to come up with in this special video of mine coming up soon. Anyways, folks, that's all for now, and good night.